Hello all you wonderful, beautiful, and craptastic people. CraptasticJack here, and today I'm going to be talking about my first impressions with Forza Horizon 4. And boy, there is a lot of stuff that needs to be said about Horizon 4. Most of it is good, however, some of it are some pretty not so good things. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'll just get straight to the point. Forza Horizon 4, it came up as a sleeper, if you know what I mean. I didn't really cover it when it came to like making videos on it. I made like maybe 3 videos on it before it came out. I was more focused on the Crew 2, more so to the Horizon 4, because like we got bamboozled. Okay, we in the racing game community, we got bamboozled. A lot of us were under the impression that Forza Horizon 4 was just going to be the same thing as Horizon 3. We all thought it was gonna be like the same exact, like just the same thing with a couple new features added. Okay, your basic run-of-the-mill Horizon game. It wasn't gonna be terrible. It was just gonna be bog standard at worst, if you know what I mean. So a lot of us thought that the next Horizon wasn't really gonna bring much to the table, especially when Horizon 4 was announced to be set in England. Okay. It being set in England kind of made it like, it scared me a bit, you know, because like I feel like Japan could offer so much to Horizon. I thought if they did England, I didn't feel like they would have done the map right and everything. I feel like it would have been another Horizon 3. And Horizon 3, I and a lot of people look at that as the black sheep of the Horizon sub-series, okay? So I thought it was just going to be more of the same, and the E3 presentation didn't really help much to change that opinion. I mean, there were points in the E3 conference where I couldn't tell the two games apart, Horizon 3 and Horizon 4. Thankfully, however, that is not the case. Like, we all thought Horizon 4 was going to be dog shit, and then, well, not dog shit, but like not that good, and then the Crew 2, we all thought the Crew 2 was going to be amazing. Well, yeah, look how that fucking turned out. It's the opposite way around. Horizon 4 is probably one of the best racing... No, not even one, possibly. It is one of the best racing games of this generation, okay? I mean, for me, my personal opinion, my favorite racing game of this generation is the Crew 1. Not so much in terms of how good the game is, but just how much fun I've had on it, playing with friends and everything. But I could tell there's going to be a shit ton of fun that me and my friends are going to... Dude, there's a lot of shit ton of stuff that me and my friends are going to do on this game. It's going to be fun. I mean, Horizon at its core is kind of like a fuck around game. You get a bunch of cars, you can fuck around with your friends in them, do all sorts of challenges and everything, and you know, it's all cool. Horizon 4, however, like it takes it up a notch. There's just so much to do. Horizon 3, there really didn't feel like there's a lot of stuff to do, okay? It felt like there was a lot of lackluster road racing, especially road racing. It felt like there was too much dirt racing. This game, there is an abundance of events to do, and not just the road racing series, but also the street racing. There are like a shit ton of street races. There's like 3 times the amount of street races than there were in the Horizon 3, and I fucking love it. Like, it's its own like series, if you know what I mean, like the street scene, I think it's called. So I'm so fucking happy that there's like a whole different like level scene just based on street racing. I fucking love that. And then you also have the road racing, and then even after that, you have big ass events to end off each series. Like you have a Goliath. Think of the Goliath from Horizon 3, but it's for every series. You have one of those for each series, and it's fucking amazing. And then you also have the off-roading series, like which is like off-road, proper off-roading on like trails and shit. And then you have the cross-country series, which is like cross-country stuff, and I'm not really too big of a fan of that. But still, they're both fun in their own respective manners, and for someone who's really into that stuff, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to do, okay? And I mean, I honestly thought the game ended, but when I thought the game ended, it actually was just beginning, because in order to start the game, to actually get through the game, you have to go through all 4 seasons and unlock stuff. It's basically a tutorial to get you ready for like the main end game. But I thought you were done by the end, but then they started announcing wristbands and shit. I'm like, okay, hang on. I don't even think I'm close to done. And it's true, I wasn't. And the fact that they're adding in new events every week, for like they're adding in new stuff every week. Hell, there's new stuff every hour. Like the Crew 2, Fergus, you should be taking fucking notes, okay? Like this is how you do post-launch like content, okay? Especially for a game where you want people to keep continuously playing it for months on end. I mean, this so far is how you do it. They've been doing, and so far it's been working, you know. I mean, there's new stuff, like, there are gonna be points where I get bored and not really get on it, but still, there's gonna be new content every week, and then every month as well. Like, every month there's new updates and everything as well, and I fucking find that amazing. And especially, one of these updates coming in October is the route creator. You can make your own races, pretty much, like, which straight up is just gonna create endless upon endless hours of fun, just making new creative races and everything. You know, like, that shit's gonna be so fun, especially with friends. Like, if you want to do a drag race, like a drag highway pull along the highway and test out drag cars, go ahead, you can make that. I mean, you don't have to just do it in the free room. You can actually, like, make a race to do that. Or if you want to do, like, a race through the city where you're only in POP 40s, like the possibilities are straight up endless, especially with a race creator. I've been trying to say this time and time again. Need for Speed, The Crew, any racing game that is open world can benefit greatly from a race creator. I'm not sure why games haven't been doing that. I mean, with Ghost games, they kind of have to take baby steps. I mean, that seems to be the trend with them. I mean, they created a race creator, but it was only for the multiplayer, and it wasn't really that good because you can only place 2 routes, and the routes would fuck up a lot of the time, especially if they were, like, far away from each other, okay? So hopefully with Horizon implementing something like this, I really hope it pushes Ivory Tower and Ghost Games to implement those types of systems into their racing games as well. I really fucking hope that, okay? I mean, The Crew 1 had that type of, like, a race creator type thing, but you can only play it with people online. You couldn't race against AI, which kind of defeated the purpose, at least for me. And it really wasn't that good either. You can only you can only share 10 races, and they, again, like, it was a bit weird, janky to do it. I mean, then again, Ivory Tower, they were kind of learning at the time, so and why it's not in The Crew 2, though, is just unacceptable, honestly. So the fact that they implemented something like that, it's fucking amazing. The post-launch updates are probably what I'm most excited for with Horizon 4, just to see what they're gonna add, if you know what I mean. Like, they can add so many things. I mean, its possibilities are endless. Alright, now we're gonna kind of move on to the multiplayer, because there are some big glaring issues with the multiplayer. I'm gonna start off though with some minor things. I mean, the fact that I'll be in a convoy with my friends. It was me, Cam, Jay, and Charlie, and a couple other of our friends. We were all just doing, like, events in a group. What's it called? Whatever, a convoy. But for some reason, a lot of us keep getting disconnected from the convoy after events. Like, we were doing a championship, and after the championship, we all just got disconnected. I'm not too sure why that happens, but that's been happening quite a bit. So that's one thing about the multiplayer that's kind of Forza, they kind of need to fix that. I mean, now going on to the big issue of multiplayer is PvP. Why the fuck is PvP only team-based, okay? I know Cam made a great video about this, and I'm gonna put that as, like, a card if I can. If not, I'll put it in the description about this PvP. PvP, you can't do, like racing, especially street racing, is not really a team-oriented sport, if you know what I mean. I mean, like, sure, there are teams in NASCAR and, like, all that, but, like, they're not really prevalent, if you know what I mean. It's more so on the driver to win than it is a team, okay? So the fact that, like, I'm not against having teamed races. Like, you can have that, but just don't make all of PvP team-based, because then you get the issue of where you personally will be doing really good and, like, getting first, second, third, you'll get in podiums, but then your teammates are slacking, or they're shit, or they get rammed, and you still lose, and you still D-rank in, like, rank because your team's not doing so good. So, you know, that's not really how ranked should work. I mean, I understand that in games like CSGO and all that do have ranked systems, that you kind of do have some sort of dependence on your team to be good if you want to rank up. But at the same time, when it comes to racing isn't really team-based, if you know what I mean. It's not like you're fighting on a team in CSGO or a COD or anything like that. Like, you're racing on your own. Like, sure, you can have teammates help you, like, ramming people off, which is scummy. Also, PvP should have a PvP mode for non-contact, like the Crew 1 does. So I'm not sure why it doesn't. But also the fact that you can just ram people off. It's typical Forza fare. People ramming left, right, and center. It needs non-contact racing, okay? Oh. This is gonna go well. Yep! 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 Already! I got rammed right off the course. Yep. Right off the course, and now look at where I am. Now there are gonna be people like, oh well, if you're really good, you can just knock them out of the way, or you can avoid them. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about trying to get out of the way of rammers. I should be focusing on trying to take corners really good, like getting the best like rev matching corners, using handbrake when I can. And, like, I should be focusing on driving, just straight up driving, overtake when's the best time to overtake. You know, I should be focused on that instead of trying to like focus on who's gonna ram me and who's not. Okay. Like, I really shouldn't be focused on that, if you know what I mean. So non-contact racing needs to be there, especially for PvP. PvP as well needs to have, like, you can split up PvP up into two. You can have team-based PvP. You can keep what you have, but you can also implement single PvP, like lone wolf PvP, if you know what I mean. Like, where you're on your own in PvP, and you're just about that, if you know what I mean. And you're on your own. But other than that, that's really the only glaring issue that Horizon 4 has. That, like, other than that, the game's nearly perfect. I'll straight up say that. Is it the best Horizon game since Horizon 1? That's gonna have to wait. I mean, Horizon 1 was a really good game. I can say with confidence that this game beats out Horizon 2 and 4. Horizon 3, I mean, I want to say there's a shit ton more content in this game than there is in Horizon 1. That's a fact. I mean, I want to say that, but I'm going to have to come back in like a month or two to actually make that judgment, because right now, I will admit, we are in a honeymoon phase, so more problems and issues can come up. Again, these are my first impressions, so more issues can and probably will come up as we play the game, as the game's been out for longer and longer. I mean, but overall, I can say with confidence that this is a quality game. It's definitely, unlike Horizon 3, it is worth the $60. I'd say it's even kind of worth the $100. I mean, if you know what I mean, for all the ultimate stuff as well. But if not the 100, definitely the $60. You are getting your money's worth of this game, and if you've not picked it up already, I'd recommend highly that you do. But that is going to wrap up my first impressions for tonight. What do you guys think about this game, Horizon 4? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you like my video? Do you not like my video? Be sure to say so why in the comment section. I'm totally up for all discussions on this game, because this game's really fun. And I'm having a lot of fun streaming it, enjoying it. And I want to do some events with you guys. So, I mean, with the Craptastic crew, I mean, I want to get a event, hopefully this Saturday actually, do a little cops versus robbers type thing. I'll probably make a separate video on this, just kind of announcing it, but I'm going to be doing like a cops and robbers type thing this Saturday on Horizon 4, because there's a shit ton of cars in this game that have police lights and everything. It's so fucking awesome. But that's going to be all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.